I and most of you here, we nursed in the glory years. I call glory. It was when nursing was a calling, and it was when we were so proud of the job we had that they set our sensibilism, whatever that word is, right here at Valley Baptist was an astoundingly low number. Because I remember walking in the back of this hospital each morning at 6:30 and just saying, thank you, Lord, that I work here. And so our professions provided us with gratification, and it's so wonderful to be able to nurse that way. And nursing can be a mixed bag of pleasure and sadness. And I always told my staff it's okay to laugh, because we laugh to keep from crying sometimes, or we laugh to make the unbearable bearable. And so we laughed and we partied. And one of the greatest parties we ever had was when one of our group was pregnant. Some of you were there. And she was about 9 months pregnant. So we gave her a shower, and we had a theme. The whole floor was pregnant, so we all came with pillows under our clothes, all was 9 months pregnant. Had that fun. And we had, when Bautista was here, we celebrated her marriage with a party. And we had a mock wedding. That wasn't very popular activity in the Valley, but in the Midwest, from whence I cometh. It was something that was done to celebrate and create laughter. Well, I had my husband's doctoral robes, and I was the bride. Or was I the groom? I think I was the groom. Somebody shorter than I was the bride. Well, Drew Sitsk was the priest. That's kind of our funny thought, isn't it so? And she wore black robes. And she looked very priest-like. And we had crazy things that we said in this ceremony. And are you ready for this? We exchanged toe rings. Not finger rings, toe rings. And here we asked, or Bautista, it was so fun. And I am glad to hear the people that know me still call me Flados instead of Marge. And like I refer to Bautista as Bautista instead of Gloria, we all use last names. And it was an idea when I came as supervisor to Second West. I said, well, half the people here are named Maria, you know? How are you going to differentiate Maria who, you know? So we stuck with last names, and it worked for us. And I want to tell two instances that happened when we were still on 4th floor. Am I talking too long?
You got a timer.
Anyway, two little things that I'll wind down. Dr. Atkinson was an orthopedic surgeon. You remember him in Money? And
That's his part.
oh, really? Anyway, it was when we had the upside down click charts that would hold 2 weeks charts in a half, about that thick. And you get 7 days of milestones on one page, remember?
Yes.
Anyway, now 2 weeks, you have a chart this fat. But anyway, he started to laugh. And I said, what is funny, Dr. Atkinson? I was afraid to hear the answer. He said, Well, it says here in the nursing notes that patient had an emesis of an undigested foot. She meant 7 minutes. And then another time, Dr. Klug, you all remember Dr. Klug? He started to laugh when he was going over his charts. Here again, I said, what's so funny? And he said, well, come here and look at this. So I looked down and it said, let's see. How did that go? Okay, Dr. Klug here, urinating at bedside. She grabbed me that period, triple. She made care of it, and look. Said I did not, Bibles. I did not think. I said I love you. Those are the things that make the profession a thing to laugh about, because funny things happen in any profession, and I like to feel that we emphasized the fact that it was okay to laugh. And of course, it's why doctors' lounges and nurses' lounges doors are always shut. Because sometimes we go behind closed doors to laugh, to get closure on some of the unpleasant things we face and work with. But it's been a pleasure to see all you. Golly, I just love seeing you. And we have a Christmas party each year up at Golden Palms, and we use the Texas room. And our group gets larger every year, and all nurses are invited. And I'd like to say that the wine and booze spoils freely, but it really doesn't. We're very circumspect, but we do have a wonderful time, and everyone is invited. So if you don't get an invitation, just show up.